Good morning, everyone. Jim here, Sue here. Sue is almost 8-month-old Weimaraner, and we have Peso over here. We'll see how it works with our training. But she came in really just good leash manners, addressing behaviors as a lot of puppies do. I think this is a great age to address behaviors. I like to address behaviors young, but I like to address behaviors with a single purpose to stop them as they start to get older. Because as they get older, they are mentally and physically prepared to understand what no means and what obedience means. Because when we do obedience, we praise or consequence in the moment. So when we praise and consequence in the moment, we're starting to teach the dog what we like and what we don't like. And when we consequence, we're not here to intimidate, dominate, break her spirit, hurt her, have her fear us, but she needs to hear and feel no and a tap at that point in time. Okay, I don't know if she felt like she heard it. I don't know, but we will see what goes. So I've been taking a little bit longer here just to start the video, just to see how Sue was going to handle it. We don't know what's going to happen all the time, so we're always ready in new situations. So we're going to start. Let's go. Good girl. I love how she just turned and started walking with me. When she's supposed to walk right here beside me on a loose leash. The loose leash is so important to go to off leash and to address those behaviors I was talking about, off leash behaviors. So everything is loose leash. When we're walking in the let's go command, I want her pretty much right here. Now, one day you can let her go a little bit further, but right now I want her here. If she starts to go out, I'm going to tap the leash right back to me, and when I tap the leash, always on the tap, always on the touch, I'm going to tell her no, repeat the command. If she goes that way, I'm going to tap back as well. This is life, people. We're going to deal with it. Let's go. Good girl. Notice my tone of voice. We want to encourage. I say praise is a combination of words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion in that moment of time. Little Miss Sue here can be a little timid and unsecure at times. It's important that we're positive with her. We still provide consequence, but the consequence is not designed to intimidate, dominate, break her spirit, or have her fear you. Let's go. Good girl. She's making me have to readjust my leash. Sit. Good girl. Sit means sit, hand signal here. When I ask her to sit, she has to hold that sit until I release her, okay? Hand signal here. If she did not sit or popped up, I would tap the leash, loose leash, no, sit. And then light praise afterwards, okay? Good girl. The girl. You notice I told her break. Break is my release command. When I broke her, I backed up with her. Why? Because I'm trying to encourage her to play that game and want to come to me, okay? So I break her. I might have had a treat to begin with, and when I started that break, hey, break. I have my treat right here. She doesn't have to sit. Treat nicely, pet, love, okay? Let's go. And then on the break, she's loose, but she can never, ever on leash pull a leash again. If she did, I would just tap her right back to me. She had no idea that was coming, but she was doing what she thought she was supposed to do, but it was to pay attention to us, okay? So the next command is down. I always start the down with the sit, but down is down. Here's my hand signal from the side, okay? If she didn't down or she popped up, I would have tapped the leash. This is her head. No, down. Good girl. She needs to hold that down, and here comes the cat. So we're going to see what happens. She needs to hold that down. This is called different environment scenarios. When the environment changes, a dog reverts back to what they do naturally or have done previously. No, down. So she was a little smell in the ground. I didn't mind a little bit of it. If I told her stay, she could smell. She could lay on her side. But typically, just down here, she has to hold it, okay? Good girl. So she loves to have treats. I'm not going to give her treats all the time. I don't mind if you give treats, just always give treats on a great command or in learning, not on a halfway command, if you will. Let's go. So that was from the side. Sit. Good girl. down, hand signal from in front. Good girl. So I asked her to DOWN. I'm going to tell her to COME next. This could be a lot like the break command. What? She comes. Now, I want her to sit. I don't care if you do. Good girl. Great. But notice when she came to me, she sat. I personally want my dogs to sit when I ask them to come. It's up to you. I just want her to be controlled. On the break and to come command, I bring my hands here. I'm teaching her to come to me, okay? If I had my hand here, like I see a lot of times people do, they don't realize it. See how she's coming to my hand to see if I've got a treat, okay? If we did come or whatever and had our hand here, she came, then maybe she sees something behind me and wants to go. But when I do it here, she has to focus in on what I want. So my hand signal is here. No. My hand signal is here. She comes, she sits. I have to release her from it, okay? Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. Place. Good. Good girl. Atta girl. So the place command is get on your bed, lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care what she does. I do not purposely tell her to SIT or DOWN or STAY in this command. I just give her the place command and she holds it. If she was to get off, I would bite her right back. See, she's very curious. I don't mind. As long as she doesn't start to walk off the bed, I'm happy with this, okay? Outside, there's a lot more distractions inside, but the thing to remember is we start everything with a loose leash, because when we do a loose leash, we're actually teaching her that we're in control. When it's a tight leash, she knows we're in control. Let's go. Good girl. Come on, sweetheart. All right. Wait. Load up. That's hard. Good girl. Break. Atta girl. That's the load up. That's the load up in vehicles. If you allow your dog on the furniture, it can be a load up command to get on the furniture. It's really whatever you want it to be. She's done really well. You see she's checking out this cat. That's part of life. Let's go. She just needs to pay attention to me. If you go back and look at the videos, and when I start moving, good girl. See, no pop. Now, if I turned and she did not start moving with me, as the leash got tight, I would tap it, tell her no, and if it's a let's go or whatever command, that would ensue with that. Let's go. Sit. Good girl. So we're getting ready to get rained on, it seems like, but we're going to see if we can't finish this. The heel command, imaginary box by our side. Heel means in tight traffic, we want her right here. When we stop, she sits, and she holds that sit, okay? But we start it close. We'll go a few steps here, and then we'll slow down, we'll stop, because she can't anticipate what we're doing. No, sit. She was going to do it, but not fast enough. Heel. Good girl. Heel. So now I'm turning. Now, one of the things about turning, we have to give her a chance to react to us. And then she still stops, she still sits. Good girl. Break. That's basically what we do with the commands. It's real important when we have a dog that's a little timid, insecure. I believe she's come a long way in a week and a half that she's been here. But when we have a dog that's insecure, obedience is the best way to help overcome that security. You being in control, her knowing you're in control, that you're the leader, and she defers to you. It's boundaries and structure is what we want. On the other end, she has those typical puppy behaviors. Quote, she's a goofball. She is. She gets excited. She gets happy. She wants to jump. She wants to play. Well, if we don't want her to jump on us, it's up to us to be able to stop that. So what we've done is we've tried to get her excited. I sit here and go, hey, baby, hey. And she started to jump on me. We call that entrapment. I would have tapped the leash and told her no. Again, the tap is not designed to intimidate, dominate, break her spirit, or hurt her. It is to let her know there's a consequence. Same with picking up things. She's one of these girls that pick up things and wants to play the game and takes off, okay? We have her on a loose leash, and we're ready to stop it. This obedience, again, starts implanting that word no with a physical consequence. On the other side, when she's being a good girl, we praise. That teaches her we're happy with whatever she's doing. In fact, I believe we need to praise at least 20 times more during the day than we bought. It's that important. So if she's laying there being a good girl, praise her, let her know. You know, praise is words, touch, treat, toy, positive emotion in that moment in time. She's going to be a great dog. She is a great dog. We just encourage around new environment scenarios. When she's not certain, we don't feel sorry for her, but we be cool, calm, and collected and be the leader and take her through it. You know, if you need me, you just pick up the phone and give me a call, 336-945-3232. I'm Jim Hodges. And one last thing I wanted to tell you about is the sit command. I don't leave her in a sit for a long time. I hate to put that pressure on her hips. So typically a sit may be 30 seconds to a minute. Now she's been sitting here for the long time. It's not my design. So this is actually telling me at this point in her life, she likes to sit. We could possibly keep her there a little bit longer if we wanted to. The other thing we can do, I'm going to get her up so she does it, is the stay command. Stay, stay. So pretend like we're in a room and there's a door there, or she's standing up or laying down. I tell her to stay. She can't move and go chase that other cat, okay? Pika is her name. So today we've been treated with 2 kitty cats in our video, but she can't go anywhere. And we start all of this again on a loose leash and gradually get better and better. Good girl, good girl, okay? Final thing for all you out there that have been watching my videos and for you, we never put the martingale or the puppy prong collar on her and immediately start working. That collar needs to be on her for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to do a video about this later with other dogs when I start to do more educational videos coming up. But if we put the collar on, start to work her, she's going to start to understand that this is the secret. I want this to be the secret. Again, got off on a tangent. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm here if you need me. Take care.